guys, Tyler here, and I want to answer a quick question today about isometrics and dynamic movements, okay? And this is a great question because it says, should isometric movements be combined with dynamic movements? So just in case you're not familiar with isometrics, isometrics would be where you're pulling against a resistance that is not going to move, okay? So imagine if you put so much weight on a bar that you couldn't pick it up, and you got into the deadlift position, you got tightened up, and you pulled against that thing as hard as you possibly could, but obviously you couldn't pick it up because it was a ridiculously heavy weight for you. That is an isometric. Now a dynamic movement would be if the bar was heavy enough that it was challenging, but you actually picked the bar up to your waist in a deadlift style movement. So yes, the easy answer to this question is yes, you need to mix isometrics with dynamic movements. But the reality is most people aren't even doing isometrics whatsoever. So the real question is, should you add isometrics into dynamic movements? And my answer to that is, again, absolutely yes. And where is the most important place to add these isometrics into your movements? Well, if you're looking at a deadlift again, where you're just picking up the bar off the ground and bringing it to your waist, you want to add isometrics in to the position that you are the most challenged in, right? So in other words, if you have a sticking point halfway through and you're like right above your knees and you're trying to lift that bar to the top and you can't get it to the top and you have to fail at that point, then you're going to want to do isometrics right above the knees, right in that spot that you had a sticking point. Whereas if it's off the ground and you can't pick it up off the ground, then you can do isometrics at that point. If it's locking it out in the top position, then you can do isometrics at that point. And this can be applied to any exercise that you currently train, right? Any exercise. Bench press, one-arm press, pull-ups, anything. You can perform isometrics during any point in the range of motion that is challenging for you. And by doing so, by adding that in with your dynamic movements, let's say you do a couple sets of deadlifts and then afterwards you do 3 sets of 10-second holds in your sticking point with an isometric, it's going to help you bust through those plateaus, bust through those sticking points, and get you better results overall in your workouts. So yes, you should mix isometrics with dynamic movements. You should use isometrics to help boost the strength of your dynamic movements in your workouts, and I hope that helps you out. All right, if you guys dig this video, click the like button right there. Help me spread the warrior message to more people just like you so I can teach them the right way to work out, answer all their questions, and tell them how to live the warrior lifestyle. Thanks for watching.